Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss the very interesting chapter 5, periodic classification of elements. Why the need for classification of elements? Dear students, before the beginning of 18th century, only a very few elements were known. It was quite easy to study and remember their individual properties. But in 18th century, only 31 elements were known. And in 1865, the number of elements grew 63. So how to arrange the elements? It is very difficult to scientists. The discovery of large number of elements, it become difficult to study individually their properties of these elements and their compounds. The scientists felt the need of some simple method to arranging the elements in such a way so that similar elements were grouped together and different elements were separated. The arrangement of elements in such a way that the similar elements fall within same vertical group and the dissimilar elements are separated is known as classification of an elements. Okay, students, the classification of elements lead to the formation of periodic tables. Then what is periodic tables? Okay, so periodic table may be defined as the table giving the arrangement of all known elements according to their properties so that similar elements keep within same vertical column, also known as groups, and dissimilar elements are separated out. Okay. Earlier attempts of classification of elements were based on atomic weights. How to arrange their elements? Elements are arranged according to their atomic weights. The satisfactory periodic law took place only after 1860, and at the current time 118 elements is known. Okay, 118 elements. So first scientist Doverainier tried come to arrange the elements on the basis of atomic mass. Okay, Doverainier tried. The German chemist Johann Wolfgang Doverainier in 1817 tried to arrange the elements within similar properties, that means both physical and chemical, into groups. Okay, students, he made a group of 3 elements. How many elements? 3 elements having similar properties called triads. He named their triads. Why? Because the elements are arranged in 3 in the vertical columns. So these 3 elements is known as triads. Triads means 3. Okay. The elements are arranged according to their increasing atomic mass. And he said that atomic mass of middle elements is equal to the average atomic mass of first and third elements. For example, he take 3 elements A, B, C and said that the atomic mass of middle element, that is B, equal to atomic mass of A plus atomic mass of C and divided 2. This is the average mean of atomic mass first and third elements. Similarly, he tried to take the elements, tried of lithium, sodium and potassium. The elements, lithium have atomic mass 6.9, which is approx we take 7. And sodium, the atomic mass is 23. And potassium, the atomic mass is 39. According to Dobrynier's, he arranged the average mean of atomic mass of sodium equal to first element lithium and third element potassium divided 2. 7 plus 39 by 2 equal to 46 by 2. 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4, 2 3 is 6. So average atomic mass of first and third element is 23, which is equal to atomic mass of middle element sodium. Okay students, I hope you understand well. This is known as Dobrynyer-Tride's law. Okay, you also see here some common properties of trides. All the elements are metals. All the elements means lithium, sodium and potassium. Okay. Sorry. All the elements are metal. Second, all them reacts with water. That means lithium, sodium or potassium reacts with water to form soluble hydroxides, which is known as alkalis, and produce hydrogen gas. For examples, we take sodium metals reacts with water to form alkali. This is the sodium hydroxides and produce hydrogen gas. Okay. And third common property is all elements have monovariant or one valency. Monovalence, that means their valency is 1. So all the elements have plus 1 charge, plus 1 charge, plus 1 charge. So this is known as monovalent elements. He also tried to some other elements, tried relative atomic mass respectively and arithmetic mean of first and third elements. First, lithium, sodium, potassium, you know, the atomic mass 7, 39, their average mean is 23, also right. The sodium have 23, chlorine, bromine, iodine, the relative atomic mass, chlorine have 35.5, bromine have 80, iodine have 127. But their average atomic mass of first and third element is 81.25, which is nearly equal to 80. So the average atomic mass of middle element is equal to first and third elements, students. He also take another examples, calcium, strontium and barium. Their average atomic mass, relative atomic mass, calcium have 40, strontium have 88 and barium have 137. But their average atomic mass 40 plus 137, first and third, divided by 2. The atomic mass is 88.5, which is nearly equal to 88. Okay. And Dobrynyer trides in a groups lithium, sodium, potassium, calcium, strontium, barium, chlorine, bromine, iodines. Okay. He also successful of the few elements, I think only 9 elements. He tried to arrange the elements according to their atomic mass in a groups. But new scientists come and also develop the Dobryniers have some limitation. Limitation of Dobrynyer trides. We also say that drawback of Dobrynyer trides. No doubt, Dobrynyer could identify only 3 trides. 3 trides means only 3 elements from the elements known at that time, but he could not could not arrange all the elements known at that time. Approx 21 element known. Okay, students. He could identify only a few such traits that have been mentioned. As a result, he could not gain importance. वो कोई importance आपका gain नहीं कर पाया. Then, new scientist, Newland law of octaves developed the arrange of elements. An English scientist, John Newland, in 1866, he arranged about 56 elements known at that time in order of increasing atomic mass. How to arrange? In order of increasing atomic masses. Okay, students? And he found that every 8th element was similar properties to the first one. That means the property of first element is equal to the 8th element. Like in the case of musical vowels notations, you see here the musical vowels sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. You see here the property of one elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The same property of 8th element. You see sa, sa. So also he tried to arrange the elements like hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, sodium, magnesium, aluminium. You see here hydrogen is exception. You count lithium 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the property of similar of sodium is equal to lithium. Okay, students, the same properties 1 and 8th. You also try to counting another elements. Beryllium 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The same properties of beryllium and magnesium. Anywhere you can count 1 to 8. So the property of one element is similar to 8 element. Okay. Boron 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The similar properties of aluminium and boron. You see here in Newland's octaves, lithium and sodium, beryllium and magnesium, boron and aluminium have similar properties. Okay, students, I hope you understand well. But at that time, inert gases were not found in the formation of Newland octaves table. Notation of music: sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni. And this is also the Indian musical system. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. He tried to arrangement elements: hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, potassium, calcium, and other elements: chromium, titanium, manganese, iron, cobalt and nickel, copper, zinc, yttrium, indium, arsenic, selenium, bromine, rubidium, strontium, cerium and lanthanum, zirconium, and so on. He want to arrange the 56 elements. Okay, so you see here the lithium, sodium, potassium have similar properties, all these elements. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium. You also try to count here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1 and 8 similar properties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see here we get start beryllium, and finish 8 element magnesium. This is the similar properties. You also try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we counting start boron and finished 8 aluminium. So same properties put in the same group. Okay, students. Also try carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The same property of carbon and silicon. The Newlands gets successful only up to calcium, but he doesn't explain more than 20 elements. Okay, students. So this is the Newlands octaves table. Newlands octave tables. So you see here, sodium is the 8th element after lithium. Sodium is the 8th element after lithium. Similarly, potassium is also 8th element after sodium. He gets successful only calcium, not more than 20 elements of the atomic number. Okay, students. So some drawbacks develop in the Newlands octaves, and drawbacks is also known as limitation of Newlands octaves. It was found that the law of octaves was applicable only up to calcium. Okay, only up to calcium. You see here, after calcium, every 8th element did not possess similar properties. Okay, you see here, chromium, titanium, manganese, iron 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So chromium and yttrium has not the same properties. So it can fail. And second drawbacks, it was assumed that only 56 element existence in nature only, according to Newlands, and no more elements would be discovered. But later, several elements was discovered. So Newlands octaves was failed. Okay, students. And third, Newlands committed another mistake. He placed 2 elements in the same slot. You see here, cobalt and nickel in the same slot. He doesn't explain why 2 elements belong in the same group. Also see the cerium and lanthanum in the same slot. So Newlands octave doesn't explain in this manner. For example, cobalt and nickel in the first group after chlorine. Chlorine is the non-metals, but copper and nickel is the metals. So why these 2 elements belongs in the same slot? He doesn't explain. So all these are the limitation of octaves. Similarly, cerium and lanthanum placed after yttrium in the same group. Newlands could not explain this arrangement. Okay, students. Thank you for watching this video.